next we go to what is really the core of this protocol, and that is the stability miners. Okay, now when this was first designed, there was and the prototype was ran, which was about a year ago, to be honest. It's about a year ago. The stability miners, basically stability miners at their heart, I suppose, are arbitrage bots. Okay, now when the prototype was running, the team set up 45 of these stability miners. They were running on a 24-hour period. I think they ran about $150,000 worth of transactions, and I think that was actually about 25,000 transactions. 25,000 transactions in 24 hours, and they were basically buying and selling, buying and selling, buying and selling to make sure that that peg was held. And anyone that was around at that time, the peg was held actually far better than the majority of stablecoins that were out there. I think the deviation to the upside or downside was about 0.36%. Now that's a peg. Okay, so what we want to try and do for any users that are out there with this, in order to set up your stability miner, effectively what you're doing is you're lending the protocol some funds by setting up a stability miner. So anytime that, this is almost like a fallback fail-safe. If the protocol stability miners, for whatever reason, don't work, maybe there's something happens in the market and they're put under some stress, some pressure, then what they will do, they will borrow some of the funds which you have put in to set up your stability miner, and they will use that to try and trade and keep that peg. Okay, now we already saw with the prototype that just with 45 of these stability miners that a protocol owned, the peg was held. I mean, so you can imagine that the more people, let's say we have 1,000 stability miners or 10,000 stability miners, that peg is going to be held so solid that your stability miner funds will never have to be touched. Okay, but because you're willing to give the protocol some funds for a certain period of time, we can see here that there are up to 120 hours, up to 240 hours, up to 360 hours, right? That's how long you set your stability miner for. And then what the protocol will do, because you've done that, it will reward you in giving you algo tokens. It will give you wrapped PUSD, which is a wrapped stablecoin, and it will also give you flex token. Now, so far we can see that algo is basically the Luna, PUSD is basically the stablecoin, and then we have wrapped PUSD. So a wrapped version of the stablecoin is just given as a reward, as a bonus out to people, right? So once you set up your stability miners, you will get these funds. Now you will get the flex token immediately upon creation of the stability miner. The flex token is basically just a rewards token for utilizing the protocol. Anything you do within the protocol, you will get rewarded in the flex token also. Okay, now don't just think of flex token as a token which does nothing, because we're going to get on to the next part of the protocol, which I think is pretty bullish actually. So like I say, once you create your stability miner, you get your flex token straight away. When your time runs out and you want to end your stability miner, then when you get that, that's when you get the extra algo and the wrapped PUSD.